Hey, fellow comrades, the boys in here, and welcome back. Today I've decided to make a live commentary. I just feel like doing live right now. And we're gonna have a match against Santiago, which I challenged over my Twitter. Kinda looking for battles and whatnot. Also, what I decided to bring today, which I'm gonna explain as we go into it. But my team today is very different. I even told my opponent here I'm gonna be bringing out randoms. And it is quite random. It's basically like half of it is heavily depending on Sun, and the other half it's kind of weird. It's just generally a really weird team put together, but I wanted to do something different. And also my computer, the setup I have set up right now, it's horrifying. Let me explain. It's all my USB ports are completely done. Like, I had to unplug my keyboard to work with all this setup that I have set up. I had to use my paper and pen, man. I had to go back to the 90s. No, but seriously, in general, I just feel like it's kind of crazy right now how I have all my setup involved. Also, a huge shout out to James Fala. For you guys that don't know, James Fala is a person that it's one of my supporters on Patreon campaign, and he made a really generous pledge towards my channel to where I have these silly gifts. You know, this one gift is mostly I make a team around the person's request. Anything goes. I pretty much like trade or just in general. Let me try to pretty much write this Pokemon down before it's too late. Skuntank, whoa, he's got Machamp and Skuntank and Exploud. Holy hell, this is gonna be painful. Roserade, then we got Nidoking, then we got, what else we got? Relicanth. Interesting. This should be an interesting match. But back to the subject matter. Yes. Well, generally speaking, actually, what should I lead with? I should lead with like Entei, maybe I should lead with something else. Exeggutor could also be it, but he's probably gonna lead with Roserade. In case he doesn't lead with Roserade, I'm gonna lead with my Weezing. Yeah, we're gonna lead with Weezing for now. I feel like if anything is decent fodder, it's gonna be Weezing early on, because again, my team is really off. But Exeggutor is the guy he really wanted to see. I personally wanted him to like request me the full team because I wanna like you know, make the team shine a little bit. But he really wanted Exeggutor, so we're gonna see if Exeggutor is gonna do anything in this game. Hopefully he's gonna do something. And also, I'm not using pop filter for this one, so hopefully the audio should still sound fine. Why are everyone challenging a person when he's actually in the battle? I never understand that. Like, there's just some, look at this, 2 challengers already, and when there's no battle involved, there's no passerby to battle. I swear, like, Game Freak has to change this, because it's like everybody gets involved when you're actually already in battle. It's kind of strange. Anyways, let's see. He made Sleep Powder, he made Sludge Bomb. The problem here is that I cannot afford him to do anything crazy. He can also miss with the likes of Sleep Powder, and I'm just gonna go for the Fire Blast. So that's exactly what we're gonna do right now, ladies and gentlemen. He's gonna switch out. Ooh, interesting. I wasn't expecting you to switch out. He's gonna switch out to Old Man. Old Man Relicanth, ladies and gentlemen. Old Man Relicanth. Anyways, I do have Thunder on this, and I'm not too sure if he's gonna see it coming. Basically, I'm not too sure this guy watches my videos. I mean, he is on Twitter, he is following me, but that doesn't tell me much outside of that. So, basically, we're gonna summon the Thunder. We're gonna call down Zeus to help us. Call down the ancient gods. And ruin people's lives. That's what we're gonna do. Thunder! Thunder! Thundercats! Let's see. Maybe this guy's probably gonna... Yeah, he's probably gonna switch out. Basically, Weezing tend to be known for using T-Bolt. If he's already around Fire Blast, then he's most likely gonna see that, you know, 4-time resistance, that it's still a considerable amount. Basically, leftovers didn't regain all his lost HP, because Relicanth is, of course, 4-time resisted towards that. So basically, that should have not done any damage. But it did something, so I'm not too sure. Maybe my opponent here is thinking I'm gonna try to make my moves as fast as possible. We're probably gonna get ruined because of that, but honestly, the time I spent into thinking is probably not gonna matter in general. Looking at his team, this is gonna be really hard. He's got lots of things. Machamp is a problem if he's Assault Vest, which nowadays most of them are. Thunder! Yes! Look at that! Oh, that's gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt. And it actually took him out. Incredible. That was a crit. I'm not too sure if that won't matter. Look at this. Passerby, Isaac challenged you to battle. That's the third passerby challenge me to a battle. That is insane. Come on. Calm down, man. I swear, when this battle is over, there's gonna be no one challenging me. Oh, man. Oh, man. Let's see. Goro is gonna come in, and that is his Machamp. Interesting. I was actually kind of surprised that he stayed in with Relicanth, basically because Weezing tends to go for the Will-O-Wisp, so... let me think. He can go for the Dynamic Punch. I have no switches for this. I legitimately don't have switches for this. So let's go for the Sludge Bomb for now, see if he's actually running Assault Vest or not. And I'm also faster, so that's pretty great. Let's see. Maybe Poison. No, he's gonna knock off, okay. That's decent. He's gonna take away my Assault Vest, so that's fine. I can keep on going for the Sludge Bomb. The amount that did, that is without a doubt, without a single doubt in my mind right now, that is Assault Vest right there. And most Machamps tend to be running Dynamic Punch over Guts, but then again, he could also run Guts. You never know. He's gonna switch back to Nidoking. That's pretty cool. So he has Old Man, he's got Nidoking, he's got his Machamp. Old Man is kind of done, I believe, but that didn't do anything because of the 4-time resistance. Now that he did get rid of my Assault Vest, he can dish out a considerable amount of damage. Now basically I can still dish out a considerable amount of damage if I do go for the Fire Blast. And do I want to preserve this? I could, but how important is basically... I have no switches with this team. Like, that's the problem with this team. There's really generally really hard to make a switch that goes into a favor. Plus, most of these guys tend to be, you know, Scarf or Life Orb. We will see. We will try to scout, and Fire Blast should do around 45 to 50%. Ice Beam should not take us out of his Life Orb. It could. No, it doesn't. Okay, I'm still kind of going towards Life Orb variant because basically it's gonna do the amount I... Okay, Burn. Wow. I'm incredibly lucky right now. I kind of feel like this is quite unnecessary that I'm getting. But I guess it will do. Basically, this will force him to switch out much sooner than originally anticipated. Anyways, Weezing, again, I could just stay in. I'm gonna stay in. There's really not that much I could lose. Weezing mostly did a lot of things right now. And I'm still going towards him being Choice Scarf, you know? But then again, I could be mistaken. Anyways, the Burn is gonna do its toll. Nidoking doesn't look all that comfortable anymore. I could switch out to something like Tauros, for example. Tauros can outspeed and threaten something else on his team. Basically, can I make a sub right now? I cannot. Shiftry can come in. I believe Shiftry should also outspeed. Put up the Sun also. But basically, looking at his team, I should also start throwing around. The Relicanth is down. Nidoking is going to be down as well. He's got Exploud. Ooh, Exploud is a problem. Should watch out for that one. I should also like, I could switch out to Entei right now. You know what? I'm gonna switch out to Entei. I feel like Entei is my best bet because Entei doesn't allow Roserade to come in next. And that means that something else on my team is not gonna be put to sleep. The thing is, I cannot allow Roserade to go for the Sleep Powder. Which is something that I'm really surprised that he didn't go for at the beginning against Weezing. Thought that that's like a perfect setup right there, right then, but he didn't do that. Anyways, I could go for the Extreme Speed. It will probably take him out without much problem. And yeah, just gonna go in case he is Choice Scarf. I cannot risk. I mean, I could take the Ice, you know, Ice Beam quite well, but I feel like, you know, why take damage when you can just take him out and mostly continue from here. I must also Assault Vest Entei if I'm not mistaken. So this should be interesting. I haven't used Assault Vest Entei yet. But it's got bulk, you know, it's got that HP. It definitely has quite a considerable amount of bulk with Assault Vest. And quite a considerable amount of defense as well as great speed and great attack. In general, all around, it's quite an incredible Pokemon. Anyways, let me think about this, because this is a problem. He can knock off, expect me to switch out to Exeggutor. He can also do something else. Should I stay and just go for the Sacred Fire? But I want this, I really want this Pokemon to keep on going strong. So what I will do right now is I'm going to switch out to... Should I also switch out? I could switch out to... How important is Rhyperior? No, I want my Sun. I really generally feel that Sun is quite important, because Exeggutor can rate supreme towards his team. Skuntank is a problem, but outside of that, most of the things that I'm going to be facing with such team I can handle. Now, also Rhyperior should outspeed this guy, which is something that he probably doesn't know. But I run the speed investment, and if my Weezing outspeed, then there is no doubt in my mind that this guy should outspeed it as well. If I switch out, Dynamic Punch can be hitting my Exeggutor, but then the Confusion Hex, I don't want to play with that. Does he have anything against ground? No. And I believe I should write down the Nidoking. Nidoking is down. Earthquake should take him down to around 10%. Okay, it did consider amount. He's got close combat, which means he is a gut set. And basically he actually took us out, so that's a powerful Machamp right there. Rhyperior does have Solid Rock, and I tend to overestimate Rhyperior's defense, you know, against things like this with Stab. It just doesn't work out all that well. Now basically I could set up, basically because he has close combat set, he also probably runs the Ice Punch, or, you know, knockoff is still a threat, but let me think about this now. I should potentially set up the Sun right here, right now, as long as I still have the chance, because once I lose the chance, then stuff are gonna be bad. Looking at his team, I feel like Sun is really gonna be detrimental. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna switch out to Exeggutor. You may think, why did I do this move? But you're gonna see. I'm gonna make the Sun reappear, because I know that once he's got that Skuntank in line, then there's really not much I can do. But if the Sun is up, then Entei is gonna be dishing out a considerable amount of damage with everything he's got. So, yeah, let's go for the Sun today, ladies and gentlemen. 4 turns of pain afterwards, hopefully resulting in some kills. Hopefully that is. I also have, I believe I have. Then again, I kind of feel bad. I believe I can take Ice Punch. That I believe I can. And Exeggutor takes it quite well. Exeggutor is a pretty bulky Pokemon in general. But I'm gonna try to take this Pokemon down as long as I still have the time. I could also. No, I'm gonna go for the Solar Beam in case he switches out the Skuntank. It is immune to my Psy Shock, so I don't gain anything from making such a turn, and I'm just gonna try to take him out as soon as possible. I should, well, Skuntank runs Pursuit, and I'm kinda done, but he's gonna come in with that anyways. He is gonna do such a move. Now, basically, Machamp is already done as well. Machamp is down. He's got Skuntank, he's got Exploud, and Roserade. Those 3 Pokemon can still pose as a threat. I still have 4 Pokemon left, but Exeggutor is mostly on a deadline here. He is heavily done. Anyways, I could expect him to Sucker Punch right now, which means that I could make a sub. Now that kind of stalls down my Sun, which is bad, but then again, it's 1 turn. I guess I can waste 1 turn for the great good. Then again, he is faster, so he's not gonna Sucker Punch. That was my bad. He can also Pursuit. He's got Poison Jab. Okay. At least that tells me that I can switch out. But then again, would I gain anything from making such a move? Now, well, he's not gonna speed me. What am I talking about? He's never gonna speed me. He gets +2. My bad right there. Let's just go for the Solar Beam. I feel like that's our best bet right now. Doing some heavy damage. I don't have Life Orb on this guy. I have, I believe, Focus Sash, because I wanted to guarantee myself at least 1 setup with Sun. If Stealth Rocks or any Entry Hazard is put into place. We do a lot. That is a lot of damage. I actually thought about using Assault as Skuntank, because Skuntank is yet another Pokemon that's got a quite considerable amount of HP and just a general bulk. He's got, you know, some sort of bulk. It's not all that great. I believe it's like 170. Actually, I take that back. That's kind of weak. But still, you never know. It can surprise a person or two. Anyways, what do we got? Shiftry can outspeed this, but I want to go with Entei right now. I feel like Entei can definitely outspeed this guy. He can Sucker Punch then again, but he didn't Sucker Punch against the Exeggutor, which again is very strange. Most of these guys tend to run Sucker Punch. Maybe he was expecting me to sub, but he would have break my sub anyways because Sucker Punch priority. Let's just go for the Sacred Fire. Roserade is taken down by such a threat. Exploud is taken out also. And I believe Exploud is taken down. Skuntank cannot take that at the amount of HP he's at. And also, what else does he have? Well, that's pretty much it. So, if stuff go right by plan, I believe Entei shoot a dish out and consider mount under Sun. Oh man. Okay, so he's gonna switch out. This is not the time to switch out right now because this is gonna get absolutely ruined. There's a high chance of a burn as well. And knowing this match, knowing my luck in this match, I believe I'm gonna get it. And he's not even sashed. Surprising move on my opponent's behalf. Was he choice in some way? Is he like choice banded? Because the way he switched him out, I mean, he didn't gain anything from that. Maybe he was trying to stall my son. That could be it, but yeah, I guess that was it. Trying to preserve his priority user, which actually to a certain extent it kind of makes sense. I mean, Roserade would have. Let me look at my team. Well, Roserade outspeed Shiftry normally if it's running speed investment, but then again it doesn't outspeed Tauros, so that's a problem because Tauros I believe can one-shot it. Depending if it's a bulky set, then Shiftry can even outspeed it, but it can never take it out. So let me think about this. He still has 2 Pokemon left. He's got Exploud and Skuntank. Now, basically, he's probably gonna try to do dish out damage to a point where, yeah, he's probably even Scarf, which is a threat. Now, basically, I can take this move. I can set up the Sun, and then I can go for the. Should I do this? Should this be the right plan to go for it? To that. To go with. Okay, I'm gonna switch out to Tauros. I have a plan. Oh no, this is a bad plan because Shiftry. Oh no, this is bad, ladies and gentlemen. This is bad. Yeah, this is bad. I made a mistake right here. He one-shot us. Now basically something is telling me this is Specs because he just one-shot us like that. And yeah, but then again, Tauros' special defense isn't all that great. Now, basically, my problem that I did here is I decided to. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a huge mistake on my behalf, ladies and gentlemen. The thing is that I forgot that my Shiftry doesn't have Focus Sash. It's my Exeggutor that has the Focus Sash, I believe. And I have Life Orb on this guy. But this guy should still outspeed and pretty much do damage to where Entei can come in. And just go for the Sacred Fire and take him out, hopefully. I'm also Assault Vest, so I know I can take at least 1 move from him. And then take out his last remaining Skuntank. So I could go for the Focus Blast, but I just want to go for Dark Pulse so I can guarantee myself the kill with... There's not much else I can do. So let's go for the Dark Pulse. Doing a massive amount, depending if he's Assault Vest. He's not Assault Vest. Life Orb. Again, he has a mount where I can take him out and then Skuntank is gonna come in, but we can take out the Skuntank. So that is what we're gonna do. So I guess that mistake we did wasn't all that groundbreaking, but it could have become if he was Scarf, that is. But basically, I'm not too sure if the Tauros can just get one-shot like that. And again, Boom Burst is incredibly powerful, so I guess it can definitely one-shot it anyways, but most Exploud I've seen, basically I haven't really experienced much Exploud facing them, but from what I've seen, people tend to run spec set with such a thing, which I believe it's kind of, you know, it definitely can wall break. This thing is incredibly strong. It pretty much one-shots most of the other things, but I feel like it needs some speed to kind of cover. Because basically without speed you don't even have the opportunity to attack and damage, so you go down because Exploud does have some decent defense, but nowhere near to take something like this at the amount of HP he was at. Also, Painkiller comes in. I love Painkiller game. One of my favorite horror first-person shooter games, and mostly one of my only first-person shooter games I've played in my life. I haven't really gone into Call of Duty at all. I don't know if you... I used to love Call of Duty 4, I believe, but that was like the demo. I only like played the demo, but I never got into... Okay, so he is Scarf. Okay, interesting. He is Scarf, right? I mean, how much speed does a Skuntank possess? I was pretty sure the way he switched out, he had to be Scarf or Bandit. I was kind of going towards Bandit because I believe Exeggutor was taken down, but afterwards he proved to be Scarf. So that was the game. against Santiago. Good game, result in a 1-0 score. Questionable moves at the beginning made by my opponent here, but we all make questionable moves all the time, you know. Roserade, maybe he didn't have Sleep Powder, that could also be it. You know, T-Spikes, maybe something else he was fearing. But that was the game, very close match, I enjoyed it a lot. Sadly, Exeggutor didn't do all that much. I mean, it did damage that Skuntank there, and maybe that, you know, to a certain extent, it did kind of, well, it didn't really play a big role, because basically Entei could have easily taken it. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. Again, like if you enjoyed, and until next time, take care, peace.